Hey, what's up everybody? Kyle at Hilly Sales and Service, and today we are going to take a look at a Hustler SuperZ Hyperdrive that came in for a routine winter service. We noticed it was having some hard start issues, so we're going to take a look at what the causes of those hard start issues were. We've already got the mower up on the lift behind me here, as you can see, and today we're going to be working with our shop manager, Lauren, who's going to diagnose the engine, take it apart and show you what it is that we found to be the cause of the hard start issue with this Super Z. So hang in there, let's get into that engine.
Hello, this is Lauren Seibel from Hilly Sales and Service. We had this unit come in here for a winter service and noticed a hard start issue with it, so we proceeded with diagnosing it. Noticed a couple electrical components that needed replaced, so we went and did that, but it still continued a hard to start issue, especially on a cold startup. So we proceeded with a compression and a leak down test. Compression came in at 65 pounds of compression, which is well below manufacturing specifications. And then we followed it up with a leak down test, which was 75% leak by. Majority of the leak by was coming out the exhaust valve. So typical thing that we always do is remove the heads. So we are going to do that. Also, notice of concern was we noticed the fuel did not smell like 89 or 93 octane fuel. It smelled like a higher octane fuel. And we also had a high concentration of fuel in the oil as well. As you can see here, we have a high concentration of fuel in the oil, very poor quality of oil. So now that we had looked at the poor oil quality and evaluated that, we were going to evaluate the high heat marks on the cylinder head, specifically around the valves and also the valve body. So another thing we noticed was we had a high heat and burn discoloration around the exhaust valves, and also we had it down the valve body oiler port area as well. So now that we took a look at the heat marks and the discoloration around the valves and the valve body, we will proceed with removing the head. So now that we have the cylinder head removed, we will take a look at the inside of the cylinder head. It looks like we have a lot of heat discoloration here, as we noticed previously on the valve body. And then also we have discoloration at the bottom of the cylinder head by the exhaust valve and the exhaust port. So one of the things that can happen with a high heat issue is your head bolts will actually expand with the high heat, and it actually can cause your head bolts to actually loosen slightly, which will cause a blow by on your head gaskets. So that is probably what happened in this scenario right here. The other thing we did notice, there was a lot of oil deposits on the inside of the cylinder head and in around the valves. So we have 75% leak by on the exhaust valve. Primarily that is probably caused by this high oil deposits causing a poor seal on the exhaust valve. So after taking a look at the inside of the cylinder head, we were going to take a quick peek into the cylinder itself and point out a couple of things. We have a lot of burnt discoloration on the bottom of the valve body train, and also top and bottom. Also, we have burnt discoloration inside the cylinder wall. We got a lot of discoloration there, and also some scoring starting to happen. The other thing is we have a lot of burnt oil residue on top of the piston, and also some burning along the edge here as well. Some very bad signs. So the damage that you have seen here on this engine has come from use of high octane aviation fuel. Here at Hilly Ridge, we actually do recommend that you use 89 to 94 octane fuel in all your small engines. And one of the reasons why is high octane fuel has a longer burn time on it, so it causes a higher heat ratio. So a lot of times what you'll see is burnt exhaust valves, and duplication of those high heat marks actually would have been the reason for why you should not use the high octane fuel in your small engines.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching this episode. As always, God bless. Have a great day.